A group of adventurous friends sets out for an unforgettable weekend at one of America's most mysterious sites, the Devil's Kettle. Nestled in the woods of Minnesota, this infamous waterfall is known for its swirling waters that seems to swallow everything thrown into them, never to be seen again. As the sun sets and the thrill of exploration fills the air, they have no idea that their plan will soon take a terrifying turn. Join me as we delve into a story of friendship tasted by supernatural, where the line between reality and nightmare blurs, and the true meaning of fear is uncovered. You won't believe what awaits them in the shadows of the Devil's Kettle. Alright, ready to get scared? Turn off the lights, get cozy, and let the chill begin. As the late afternoon sun dips behind the trees, casting long shadows on the gravel path, four friends, Jake, Emily, Sam, and Lily, pulled into the parking lot of the Devil's Kettle. The excitement in the air was palpable. They had heard the stories about the mysterious whirlpool that swallowed items whole. But rumors only added to their eagerness to explore. After a quick hike through the dense forest, they reached the lookout point. The sight was both stunning and eerie. The water churned ominously, cascading down into the depth of the kettle as mist floated gently above it. They snapped pictures, laughing at the strangeness of it all. With the sun setting, they set up camp nearby, intending to enjoy s'mores and ghost stories under the stars. As night fell, the atmosphere shifted. The friendly banter quieted, replaced by an unsettling silence. They gathered around the campfire, roasting marshmallows, but something felt off. Everyone seemed to sense it. Jake suggested that they tell ghost stories, and as each tale unfolded, their laughter grew quieter. Emily shared a local legend, the tale of a previous group who had come to the Devil's Kettle, only to vanish without a trace. As the last word hung in the air, an eerie rustling from the trees silenced them. They glanced into the darkness, unease creeping over them. Laughter and jokes faded into nervous chuckles as they tried to shake it off, the chill that ran down their spines. Suddenly, a loud splash echoed from the direction of the kettle. "Did you hear that?" Sam whispered, his eyes wide. They all nodded, fear rippling through their group. Deciding to investigate, they made their way cautiously to the edge of the water, flashlights cutting through the dark. The sound was unlike anything they had heard, a deep, echoing noise that seemed to reverberate from the heart of the kettle. As they peered over the edge, the water shimmered ominously, and for a brief moment, they thought they saw a figure beneath the surface, a human shape, distorted and twisted. Jake dismissed it as their imagination, but the unsettling feeling only grew. Wanting to lighten the mood, Lily suggested tossing some rocks in the kettle. As each stone hit the swirling water, they felt an inexplicable tension rise in the air, as if the kettle itself was responding. Suddenly, the ground trembled slightly beneath their feet, and a low growl resonated from the shadows, causing them to stagger back. Panicking, they turned to flee, but realized they weren't alone. Emerging from the tree line were figures cloaked in darkness, their faces obstructed, moving silently and swiftly. Heart racing, they sprinted back to the campsite, the whispers of an unwelcome figures echoing in their minds. Once at the tent, they scrambled inside, hearts pounding. Their phones, which had been fully charged, suddenly died, leaving them in complete darkness, with only the dim glow of their dying lantern. They huddled together, trying to make sense of what was happening. Each knock, rustle, and whisper outside felt like a warning. It seemed as if the woods had come alive, and something was watching. Suddenly, the lantern flickered, casting eerie shadows on the walls of the tent. Then, a loud bang shook the fabric, causing them to scream. In a surge of adrenaline, they decided to abandon the tent and make a run for the car. But as they emerged, the forest was no longer the same. The path they had walked was twisted, leading them deeper into the wilderness. The kettle seemed to call to them, its waters now glowing in ghostly blue. They felt it, the pull of the kettle. It was as if something was luring them closer. Sam, driven by sudden compulsion, started walking towards the water. His eyes glazed over. "Sam! Stop!" Emily screamed, pulling him back. It was too late, but he stumbled forward and fell to his knees at the water's edge. The rest of them clutched each other as the Sam began to scream, the sound piercing through the night. The water erupted violently, sending the wave crashing over him. But instead of drowning, he vanished into the depth as if the water had claimed him. Panicked, he cried his name, but their voices quickly deafened by the unnatural roar of the kettle. Desperately, they turned to run, but one by one, the darkness claimed their friends. Jake, stumbling over the roots of trees, felt cold hands grasping at him from the shadows, pulling him back. Lily, feeling an overwhelming sense of hopelessness, lost track of Emily in the chaos. When the dawn broke, it illuminated the beauty of the devil's kettle, but the friends were nowhere to be found. The forest seemed deceptively tranquil, leaving behind only scattered belongings, twisted roots, and a silence that screamed of unspeakable horror. Weeks later, local authorities would search the area, but only remnants of their camp were discovered. A testament to a fun trip gone horrifyingly wrong. Some say at night, if you stand at the edge of the kettle and listen closely, you can hear the faint echoes of laughter intertwined with desperate screams, warning others who dare to find joy in places better left alone. Thank you for joining me on this chilling journey through real-life horror. Remember, the scariest stories are often the ones that live next door. If you enjoyed this tale, please like, subscribe, and share your own scary experiences in the comments below. Until next time, keep your lights on and stay safe.